Test 1 2.
Test 1 2.
It's a little closer. Happy New Year from the PNY Sports Arena in Westchester, Pennsylvania, where your Kennett Blue Demons are about to face off against the Harriton Rams for the last of 4 regular season meetings this year. A pleasant good evening and welcome to our coverage of Kennett hockey. Alongside Kevin Mott with Swith and Shortledge, I'm Ed Henry. We had a game scheduled for December 23rd against Sun Valley. That game was postponed due to the extreme cold and the pending weather conditions that never actually came to be. And I think that we actually gave it off because it was your birthday. So once again, belated.
That was very nice of you. Thank you.
And with that, thinking of that day, would also like to give a shout out to the Fishers for opening their home to us in their holiday open house. I know there were a number of the team that were there when I was there earlier, and I think there was a second showing later in the evening. So
it was a good time was had by all.
So for tonight, as we said, this is the final regular season game with the Harriton Rams. This was the team we faced in our last game back on December 19th, and it was a nail-biter. Kennett came away with a 1-0 win thanks to a late goal in the third period by Nate Cuccinata. That was definitely an exciting one.
That was a good one. I think we have a player and a coach that are not going to be available tonight.
Yeah,
there's some events there, but.
So we have 2 scratch suspensions for tonight, one of which is number 74, Matthew Hayes, and the second of which is head coach Joe Cuccinata. Both will be watching from the stands for this one.
For anybody out there that's wondering, that yes, there are more than 3 teams in our division, because between us, Harriton, and Bucksmont. Tired of playing the same teams, but luckily this will be the last time we play Harriton for a while. Well,
that, and I know when we play Archbishop Ryan, it's going to be a 4-4. Like, we play them 4 straight games, so that should be interesting.
And I think a couple of those are up in the skate zone in Northeast Philly, which is always a good time to get up there.
We have that. It's a Monday, Friday that week. We'll be there Monday and then again on Friday. Here are the coaches' keys of the game, as usual, brought to you by High Impact Fitness. Contain the top players. That's kind of a general theme with most of the teams that we play, but this one in particular, if you remember that last game, that would be, and I think I had our numbers wrong, but number 10 would be Ben Rabinowitz is the number 1 to keep an eye on, and then, of course, number 21, Sean Took. The 2 of them can definitely do some damage. I know we did a decent job in that last game of kind of nullifying them and kind of got under their skin a little bit.
Yeah, that was a good all-around defensive game by Kennett. Anytime you're 0-0, there's has to be some combination of luck and good defense. I think it was both, but.
Second key is 12-plus shots for the period. Coach Joe knows in order to beat a team like this, you got to put pucks on net, and 12-plus shots is kind of a goal that they've set for themselves. And the last one is to stay out of the box. We know in that last game, there were a number of penalties on both sides, but that'll definitely kill any opportunity you have to best a team. Penalties aren't really a problem for Kennett overall. I think in our division, we are actually the least penalized team.
I think that's a big difference from last year. I think last year we were the most penalized team. We being Kennett, if I remember that right, Ed.
Puck is down, and we are underway. Puck bounces back into the Kennett end. Cuccinata puts it off the boards down across the blue line. Knott picks it up, puts it to the middle. Fisher takes the shot, big save there. That's number 30. I know we've gone back and forth with that, but it's Zangarel. Is that what we're going with?
Zangerly, I think.
Zangerly. All right, so Ben Zangerly makes a big save off of Ben Fisher here early in the first period. Harriton's harassed the blue line. They'll put it out the center. Schillinger picks it up. He'll send it out. Fisher to the middle to Mott. Mott skates in, tries to go around, knocked off his stick. He'll chase it down low. Puts it right into the middle. Ganley tries to get to it, but he's swarmed upon. Harriton's able to get it up to the line, and they're finally able to bounce it out. Schillinger goes rink wide, has Mott across the line. Cuccinata follows in behind, gets the angle shot, kick save there, up to the line. Colin Kelly with a second shot, and another save by Zangarell. Eddie Henry's able to keep that in. He tries to chip it in, gets caught up in players along the boards. Good work from Kennett so far in this one. There is Rabinowitz, the one you got to watch out for. He comes along, takes a shot, it goes off the outside of the net. He'll pick it up himself and skate all the way. Feeds it to the middle, opportunity there. It looked like it was number 36. Gage Mazaga had that opportunity. Kennett picks it, goes out the other way. Shortledge in across the line. Tries to get around one, gets away from it and drifts in on net, and Zangarelli will cover up.
Kennett's had a lot of offensive zone time here. I've only been a minute and a half into the game, but good first 2 shifts so far.
It's been a while since we've done this with the winter break. Totally forgot I got to run a clock. We'll let that run and catch up and try and adjust it there in the next break. Down in the corner. Colin Kelly steps out, puts it to the middle, was looking for DeWitt. Need to reach for it. And number 3, Manzarelli, all over his back. Nate Kelly tries to take the shot. It goes off a leg. Henry gathers it up. The 2 of them play catch. He bounces off the boards right to the middle. Shortledge was there, had an opportunity, but kicked the puck ahead of him. Center ice pass is off the mark for Harriton. They'll make a change. Kennett's able to feather it in. All the way up the far boards. Cucinotta's there. He gets it over to Schillinger. Schillinger sent it all the way up, looking for Vitale. That was beyond his reach. So it goes for icing.
I think we have another. Don't we have another scratch for Kennett? Drew Showers, I believe he's out with an injury, isn't he, Ed?
I believe so. You know, we did see him during the holiday thing and asked him how he was doing. Hopefully they'll get him back soon. Vitale's checked by behind from Tuke. He's forced behind the net there. Puck rolls near side up. Put into the center. Neiman was able to get a stick on that. He'll send it over to Cucinotta at the line. Gets around one. Steps to the middle, got it to Schillinger. Couldn't handle that. Comes back to Cucinotta, and he'll just shovel it deep. Cucinotta from his blue line tries to go up for Heinzelman. Harriton's stick pokes it the other direction. No play that for Cucinotta. Nate skates around. He'll go through center ice with speed. Steps all the way in. Tries to make one last move. But active stick from number 18, Kevin Shen. Harriton goes the other direction. Schillinger stays with his man, forces the puck all the way down behind. Heinzelman picks it up, puts it ahead. Mott couldn't get a hold of that one. But it comes right to him across the line. Takes an opportunity, jump to Tamman. Tamman was able to move it in down low. Mott and Tamman. Fisher comes in. Defense was making a change. Nate Kelly goes back to pick that up right at his goal line. All the way up to Mott. Mott will put it through center ice. Mazzarelli goes the other direction. Shot there, juggled for a moment. And was able to keep that out of harm's way with that save. Gets it head to his brother Lucas. Lucas with speed all the way in. Stays on the outside, drops it for Fisher. Shot there, goes up high, sits underneath. And Zangarelli is able to hold on to that and keep it out of the net. Good opportunity there for Kennett. 12:25 here in the first period. No score.
It was a nice drop pass by Lucas there. Goalie had to play the shot there, and he dropped it back to Fisher, who walked it right in.
That was right off the boards. Tuke takes the shot, goes off a body. Mott comes out to play that. Henry wraps all the way around for DeWitt. DeWitt will back it up, gets outside of the zone, goes back in. And has to touch up. Nate Kelly Cuts across, banks it ahead for DeWitt, but that was a little too hot to handle. Puck goes way up in the air, somehow didn't touch the ceiling, so that stays in play. Rebanks it ahead. Shortledge up to Colin Kelly. Kelly's with DeWitt. Tries to get it right to DeWitt. Hit a player right with him, so he really couldn't get a shot. Just redirected it to the corner. Duke with speed. He's swarmed upon. He just backhands it in. Mott gets a piece of that with the butt end of his stick. Colin Kelly picks that up off the boards. Tries to go around one. Rabinowitz is right there. Eddie Henry plays him well to keep him off the puck. Finally gets it out the middle. DeWitt goes in. Trying to get a body there on Shen. But Shen was the one who comes away with the puck and heads the other direction. Mott makes that kick save. Second opportunity there. Another save. Worked along the boards. Put out to the middle. Kept in. Cucinotta picks it up and he'll move out. Cross center ice. Takes the shot, hits a body. Rabinowitz picks it up at center ice and he'll go the other direction. Good work there from Neiman. Keep Rabinowitz out of the zone. Puck battled for in front of us. It's Harriton that comes away with it. Puck redirected in. Harriton goes off on a change. Schillinger with the puck, and he'll skate out through center ice. Backhand in from the red line, hit a body. Vitale's able to get to it and get it a little deeper, but Harriton gathers up the loose puck, and they'll bounce it the other way. Schillinger got to that puck as it was headed towards Mott. He's coming out to play it, but didn't need to. Harriton plays it back. It splits the defense. It goes all the way in. Zangarelli's got to come out and set that up. Einselman throwing the body on the forecheck on that.
It's like a wrecking ball out there.
Puck played with a high stick, but I don't think Nate Kelly really had much option there as he had a Harriton player right behind him, so better to take the whistle than give them an opportunity down low. Oh, look at that. There I go, not running the clock again.
Do you want me to run the clock, Ed?
That's all right. Duke picks it up at center ice. Look to turn around the other direction. Fisher's there with the puck. He puts it out to the middle. Turnover there, but Mott makes a big save as he slides across and holds on.
I think Fisher owes Mott a soda after the game for bailing him out of that. He turned that over right in front of the net. Gave a great scoring chance to Harriton.
Harriton wins that draw, goes up to the defense. Feathered back down. Henry leans on Tuke there. Puck squirts out. Nobody wanted to touch it for a minute. Kelly feeds it back to his brother Nate. He'll go all the way around looking for Shortledge. Shortledge, nice feed ahead for Colin. Colin tried to go around, goes off a skate, and Harriton's able to pick it up in transition. Shot from the red line. Mott will easily make that save and put it back in play. And he got it up. He's looking for Colin, but get a player right there with him. Shen up to Rabinowitz. Bodies come together underneath of us. DeWitt plays it from behind the net. Kept in. Up along the boards. Shortledge is there. Puts it out to the middle, but black jerseys were there, but finally forced out into the neutral zone. Colin will move that ahead, and he'll head off on a change. Shen tries to cut through in the middle. Ends up going wide of the net. Number 63, I think that's the same unnamed player that we see each time we've played Harriton. Still not sure who it is.
Yeah, I think it's one of the Kanzinger brothers again, Ed.
Up to the middle. Heinzelman. 2 players to deal with there. Harriton moves it back into the Kennett end. Kelly to Cucinotta. Cucinotta, Heinzelman at the blue line. He battled for it. Goes through everybody's skates. Cameron Brown had an opportunity there, but that puck avoided everybody. Rubinowitz the other direction. Schillinger stays with him.
Good stick by Tommy there. Oh,
Got the puck on a string. Up to the line. Great shot there. Zangarelli will hang on.
it was a good zone entry, Ed. I think I've seen a couple times here Kennett's tried to make moves on the defenseman about 10 feet inside the blue line instead of just chipping it past them and making them turn around and go get it. And it's causing a turnover, and then it goes right back the other way. It's a very dangerous spot to try to make a move, so make sure we get pucks deep.
Schillinger shot from the blue line, battled for in front. Ganley 2 in the corner, puts it right in the blue paint. They still work at it. Back into the middle again. Ganley feeds it through, kick save Zangarelli. Up along the boards. Fisher works on it to keep it out. Still bounces, still in the zone. All the way through. That one, Schillinger really couldn't make much of a play on that, so he'll bring it out to the middle. Kennett needs to reset. Fisher feeds it in, gets to the top of the circle. Trying to bounce it. Schillinger's able to keep that in.
Good keep by Schillinger again.
Mott from behind the net. Good work there. Couldn't get a stick on it to try and feed it in front. Fisher. Schillinger, he'll go to the opposite corner.
Fisher out-muscled Tuke there. I think Tuke outweighs him by 50 pounds.
Up to the boards, and Harriton's finally able to clear, and they'll send their whole line out for a change. Cucinotta tries to beat it to get it up to Mott, but that pass was a little too hot to handle. Put deep into the Harriton end, and Kennett will make changes. All the way in, nobody touches him. Mott makes that save.
I think we might have a penalty here, Ed. Yeah. Yeah, he came right in and almost speared Aiden. He was holding the puck. You can't do that.
So Kennett goes to the man advantage. Just over 5 minutes here in the first period. Opportunity to get on the board. Colin Kelly, Nate DeWitt, and Pete Shortledge out there. Cucinotta and Schillinger. Tries to go with the home run pass all the way down. No icing because they are short. He bounces around. Cucinotta tries to get past, but Rubinowitz is there to grab the puck. Gets it over to Shen. Shen makes a move around and steps into the zone. Backhand down low. Rubinowitz, first one to it. Colin Kelly jumps on the loose puck, and he'll head down. Wouldn't have realized from that last bit there that Kennett was actually on the power play.
Yeah, not much urgency so far in this power play to get anything going.
3-on-1 in the corner, and it's Harriton that's able to come away with it. Rubinowitz back into the Kennett end. He'll put on the brakes and put it all the way back down as they're just looking to kill time.
We need a line change here with Kennett. This line's not being aggressive enough here. Just wasted a minute of power play time.
40 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Active stick. Harriton puts it in the zone. So Kennett had one more than Harriton, but they decided they wanted to try and go an extra one, I guess. Too many men on the ice, so that will nullify the man advantage. And in 37 seconds, Harriton will have a abbreviated power play.
I didn't see how that happened, Ed. I mean, obviously they had 6 players on the ice, but I don't know if it was an extra defenseman that jumped out, or I didn't see what happened there.
Colin Kelly, he'll put it out to the middle of Mott. Nice feed there to Ganley. Ganley steps in, had 2 to deal with, got a muted shot off. Tries to feed it back to the middle. Want to go up to the point, but that was out of reach for Henry. He'll have to skate down to pick it up. Up to Ganley. Off of his stick, Harriton's able to move it back the other direction. Tuke from behind the net. He's leaned into there by Colin. Colin will go off the boards out the center ice. Shin goes back in the zone. Looks like it must have hit somebody up on the bench. So they'll drop that off in the neutral zone. Harriton is now on the man advantage for the next minute, 7 seconds.
Still catching that clock up, huh, Ed?
Shen gets in, gets a shot off, but goes off a stick and into the far corner. Right out to the middle. No one can handle that. Shen down the Rabinowitz. Renselman stays with him. Back over to Shen. Shen gets the shot. That goes off a stick and high. Mott gloves that easily, or at least makes it look easy. And hangs on.
That was a deflection. That was a good save by Mott to pick that deflection up. Those are tough when they change direction right off the bat.
Harriton wins that over. Mazzarelli gets the shot deflected there, but almost got too much of it. Slowed it down enough. Mott to read that. Rabinowitz turnaround shot, stick stave there. Up to Rabinowitz. He'll get it over to Shen. Goes off his stick, but able to keep it in the zone. Kuchinada got a stick on it, and he had got enough to where he forced it out to the neutral zone. Shen shovels it up and over. Schillinger's there for that. Heinzelman goes up. Power play is over. Back to 5-a-side hockey for the last couple minutes of this first period. Kuchinada up to Mott. Steps in. He's got Fisher coming with him. Good deflection there. Good opportunity. They fight for it in front. It stays out. Turnaround shot from Kuchinada goes off the outside of the net. I don't know how Zangarelli was able to keep that one out. There was a lot of action there in the blue paint.
You're back to calling him Zangarelli again.
What am I supposed to call him?
Zangerly.
Zangerly. All right, back out in front, deflected, but it goes through the blue paint. Nobody can get to that. Schillinger able to get to it and keep it in. He'll take the shot, goes off a stick, and stays wide. Mott to it. Up to Neiman. Finally goes off a few and rolls down into the Kennett end. It goes up to Mott. He'll drop it off for Fisher. Neiman tried to do the splits to stay on side, but not quite enough.
Maybe his dad can help him do a little bit extra stretching there. He didn't seem like he got very far down with that stretch.
40-some-odd seconds here. Henry is able to put that in. Referee had to make a move to stay out of the way of that one. Shortledge in the corner. Bouncing off of sticks and skates. Finally Tuke that comes away with it. Turnaround opportunity by Vitale. Shortledge races to get to it in the corner. Last few seconds tick away here. Out to the middle. DeWitt shovels one towards the net. Zangerly
Got it.
covers it up.
Back to the referee there when Henry almost hit him. Henry had a lot of ice and a lot of open ice. And the ref kind of looked at him because I think if he tried to hit him, he probably couldn't have, but he just threw it right at him and never want to get hit with a puck.
Puck finally dug out, drifted in on net. Zangerly covers it up as you hear the buzzer, ending the first period. So 17 minutes in the books, no score. We'll step aside for a second. Be back with second period action in just a moment. Second period about to begin.
Referees are very interested in moving this game along. A lot of times they like to sit down and have a rest in between periods. They were calling the players back out on the ice after, I think, 30 seconds. They're like, let's go. They were doing that when the game started, too.
Must be the last game of the night. Puck is down and second period underway. Harriton wins that initial face-off. They're able to chip it deep into the Kennett end. Kuchnada back for it. We'll reverse the other direction. He's hoping to get it to DeWitt, but didn't have enough for that. They battle for it there. Up to the line. Shen takes the shot, hits a stick, and stays in the slot. Second opportunity, bouncing puck. Thought Mott got that, but Rabinowitz was there on the doorstep. Gets it past him. Harriton gets the starting goal for this final game of the season.
I was reluctant to talk about it, Ed, but before this game, yeah, Mott has had 3 shutouts in a row, and if you go back and look at the calendar, he didn't allow a goal in the month of December. And it was up to 10 periods in a row just now since he had let in a goal. So
you can definitely tell that goal has put a little bit of a spark in the step of this Harriton team, because 2-on-1 the other direction. Fisher tried to feed it through. Mott steps to it, gets the shot. Zangerly makes the save. They battle for it all the way up. Schillinger banks it down low. Fisher back up to Schillinger. He gets it, goes through traffic, hits the outside of the net. Back up to Schillinger. He puts it through feet, bounces around, still sitting there. Puck is loose. Waiting to see what happens. Still loose. Stays outside of the net. Banked all the way up. Schillinger still with it. He takes another shot. That's a high riser and stays wide. Harriton gets that puck, moves it all the way out. 2-on-1 the other direction. Great sliding play by Kuchnada to keep Rabinowitz from getting down low with that. Fisher knocks it down with his leg, is able to force it out of the zone, back in, but offsides. And there's more excitement here in the opening part of the second period than we saw in the entire first.
Yeah, they're very even matchup here, and the first period was very measured, but here it looks like they're That goal got everybody, both teams going. Good response by Kennett. Had huge scoring chances, or multiple scoring chances.
I don't know if we'll be able to really see it in this replay. The shot from up high goes down. Mott makes the initial save. Rabinowitz was just able to get the rebound and get it past him. Puck bounces right below us. Heinzelman's there with it. He's got Shen to deal with. Shen gets the stick on the loose puck and moves it out to center ice. Eddie Henry from the red line will put it in. It goes off of something up high. Put it into the slot. Harriton's able to get there. Heinzelman playing physical once again. Tally goes in. Neiman really wants to work on those splits across the blue line.
He's going to be sore tomorrow.
Put through the middle. Vitale got a shot, but just went across the crease. Henry goes to it and keeps it in there. Not sure who wants to do anything with the puck for a minute there. Finally moved out to the neutral zone. And he banks it ahead.
You see Neiman walking down the hall at school tomorrow, and he's got a limp, or looks like he's been riding a horse. It's because he's stretching that groin out here, trying to keep his foot on side.
Riding the blue line. Harriton tried to go around, had one of his own players in front of him. Forced him to put it in. Kelly wraps it around near side.
Look out.
Try to get it up to Rabinowitz. Nate Kelly was there with him. Prevent that home run pass opportunity. Good check there from Nate Kelly. Colin picks it up from behind the net. Lofts one all the way down. It'll grow in on net, so no icing. Zangerly covers that up. Offensive zone opportunity for Kennett. Colin Kelly in to take this. Gets it back. Schillinger gets the shot, goes through traffic. Cucinotta races in to get to that. He'll roll it around. Kelly was able to body his man out of the way, but pass goes off a skate, and it's Harriton that's able to go the other direction.
That's got to be a penalty. He just took a two-hander across Cucinotta's legs.
Cucinotta in across the line, goes wide, takes the angle shot. Zangerly throws out the glove and keeps his team on top by one.
I mean, I'm all for not calling every single thing that happens, but Cucinotta took the puck away, and
He didn't like that.
63, he didn't like it, but you can't take a two-hander across the guy's hips. Say, don't give the puck away next time if you're going to.
Reinhardt chip it in and chase down himself. He's way behind the net, into the corner. Cucinotta goes rink wide, was looking to get it up to Ganley. Bounces off a few bodies. Ganley's able to go in and get across the line. Takes the angle shot, that goes just wide. Cucinotta keeps in at the line and steps up down low. Shot there goes off a stick and hits the glass behind. Opportunity there goes all the way through. Harriton Moot tried to redirect that up to Ganley, but got by him. Fisher knocked down on that, gets hit with the puck on top of it. Battle down low. Ganley backhands it in.
Kelly and Henry hit other players and the referees an awful lot with the puck. I've noticed.
Something with those stripes, I guess, are a target to those two. Mott behind the net. Goes all the way up for Nate. He'll take the shot there. Like a knuckleball shot. Goes up and over the net. Puck sits in the corner.
Good stick by Neiman. Wonder why Kelly and Henry are playing their offside on defense. Kelly's a left shot playing right D and vice versa for Henry. It's really hard to keep pucks in the offensive zone when you're playing your offside.
I don't even know how to answer that.
I wasn't necessarily expecting one. I'm just wondering out loud. It seemed like it would be easier on both of them if they played their, like right now they're on their right sides here.
Henry looked like he was going to try and throw an elbow at Rabinowitz, but he got around that. Vitale takes the shot from around the body. That goes wide. Heinzelman tried to keep it in. Knocks a player down in doing so. Kuchnada spins around. Finds Schillinger at center ice. Schillinger will lift it in. Shen was able to knock that down. Good play by Heinzelman to keep Rabinowitz away from the front of the net. Tried to feed that up. Goes off a body. Vitale get to it on the other side.
That's an underrated play by Heinzelman there. It was a 1-on-2, and a lot of times when you're a 1-on-2, you just keep backing up because you think it's safer, but actually what you need to do when you outnumber a player like that is one player attack him, the other one skate back, and Heinzelman attacked him and took the puck away from Rabinowitz. Good play there.
Thought that came out, but
I thought that was, yeah.
Referee says no. Okay. Kelly backhands one, goes through the blue paint. DeWitt couldn't handle that. He tried to get that down low, but Harriton player prevented that one. Kuchnada lifts it all the way out through the neutral zone. Shen. Oh, that's why. I was like wondering why at one point I would look, because I know number 18 for Harriton is Shen, but then I kept looking down every once in a while and seeing number 78 Shen. There's two Shens on the team. Kuchnada rolls it all the way around. That one gets by Hagee. They'll go back in. Kennett will try again. Banked ahead. Down in the Harriton end. Go up the boards. DeWitt's able to lean on his man to keep it in. Still in the zone. Put to the middle. A few players go down. From behind. Harriton will try to get it out again. Ooh. And once again, no luck there.
I think that might be boarding. Yeah, this could be a
referee's got his arm up, so
problem for DeWitt. The referees are going to talk here to see if that's going to be a 2-10 or
boarding or roughing.
Yeah, I think that would. I would call that a boarding. He went violently into the boards.
Let's see. There's the referee comes up now. And 2-10.
Yeah, see the difference there, which a lot of people, I don't know who understands, but boarding is anytime you hit a player violently into the boards, right? I mean, you may not intend to do it, but if he's off balance and you lay a good check on him and he goes violently into the boards, that's boarding. It's a dangerous play. So I know DeWitt doesn't agree with the call, but there's no question that player went violently under the board.
Well, I know a lot of times when between a roughing and a boarding is if the player is facing the boards. And I know sometimes that can be tough because a player can turn at the last minute. And I know it's hard for the player who's throwing the check, but you still have to play safe. And of course, that's for the player receiving it, is you don't want to put yourself in a vulnerable position because head first into the boards. Puck goes all the way down. Ott was looking to get behind him on that one. Good active stick there. Henry puts it all the way down.
Yeah, so I'm in the USA Hockey rulebook. Boarding is the action where a player pushes, trips, or body checks an opponent, causing them to go dangerously into the boards. That's exactly what happened there.
All right, textbook boarding. Halfway through the DeWitt 2-minute minor. It's done a nice job so far on the first half of that penalty kill.
I'll stop boring everybody with the rule book here, but goes on to say the onus is on the player delivering the check to avoid placing a vulnerable or defenseless opponent in danger. I don't know that DeWitt intended that, but the result of the check, it certainly looked like it shook Shen up there. Oh. That's the other Kelly hit the referee.
And you tell the referee had that look like, really?
Yeah.
Danley gets to it, tries to get away. Tuke gets to it from behind the net. He'll go up to the point. Shen from the point takes the shot. That one goes up and over the net.
Kennett needs to box up here. They have all 4 players down low in this penalty kill. The forwards have to stay up high.
Good active stick from Kelly, forces that all the way down the other end. That was number 26, Christopher Mason Shin. So opposed to 2 Shens, they have a Shin.
Shin and a Shen.
Penalty has expired. Kennett killed that one off. Kelly picks it up. He'll feather it in. Kelly, Neiman, and Ganley out there right now. Ganley picks it up, turns around, takes the shot. Opportunity sits there. Oh. Backhand from Neiman. Had a lot of net to work with, and Hank somehow Zangerly keeps that out. Schillinger races over to help Kuchnana, keeps that in the zone.
Almost looked like Neiman, he had some time, and I think he thought he had a lot of time, and he wasn't as quick probably as he would have wanted to be to put that backhand up in the air and let Zangerly recover.
Kuchnana picks it up at his end. Gets around one, puts it right through the blue paint. No one was there to get a stick on that one. Puck the other direction, all the way down. That will be icing.
So if I'm looking at the roster right, Ed, we have a Shen, a Shin, another Shen, and a Chen.
If they put them all up there in one line, that would be a mouthful.
Yeah, I would like to see you try to announce that. Shen to Chen to Chen to Chen.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could do that. Tally up to Kelly. Kelly will put one in towards the net. Went off a shortledge.
I think that's the first puck movement Kelly made all game that didn't hit somebody wearing black and white.
Puck rolls in. Zangerly covers that up. Heintzelman will come in to take this draw. Harriton wins it. They'll go all the way around. Kelly races over to keep that in. Second opportunity. Gets it over to Rabinowitz, and he skates it out. He forces him a wide. Rabinowitz puts on the brakes. Goes all the way across. Put back down low. Zaga was looking to get that all the way through to Rabinowitz. Finally gets to him. feather that into the middle, hits a stick and rises up. Able to split the defenseman and clear the zone.
We're going to have some line juggling with DeWitt out for extended period of time. That's where you see Shortledge and Vitale and Heinzelman's line this shift here.
Goes down behind the net. Rabinowitz was looking to wind up, but swing and a miss on it. Out to the middle. Nate Kelly picks it up at center ice. I think Vitale was watching the play and didn't realize he was about a foot or two offsides. Fisher, Mott, and Ganley out on this line.
Looks like this line's staying intact, but they're see who they put out with Colin Kelly next shift. Will they get DeWitt back?
Fisher lost it for a second, stays with it, gets it over to Mott across the line. Mott goes all the way across to Schillinger. Schillinger's first shot was blocked, came right back to him. Second one was knocked up, down low. Harriton gathers the loose puck, and they'll skate out. Puck chipped off of everybody. Harriton was offsides, but he came out to touch up. Final 2 minutes of play here in the second period. Cucinotta, Tuke all over him. Goes all the way up to Mott. Mott feeds it over to Schillinger. Schillinger steps in, across. Great opportunity there for Ganley. Second one. Zangerly was down and out. Puck ended up behind the net. Fisher was able to keep that in, but they finally force it out. Ganley over to Cucinotta. Cucinotta's got Tuke to deal with, so skate around, finally gets it over to Mott. Mott digs it out of his skates and goes in. Gets around a few of them, stays with it. Puck goes behind the net. Sitting there, Fisher jumps on it. From behind the net, tried to put it out in front, but goes off a few. Down in the corner. Fisher to Ganley. Ganley was looking to go up to the point, but there was nobody there, so banked off the boards. Harriton gets that. All the way down from the wrong side of the red line, so that's icing.
I think Ganley's in one of these situations. He continues to get and generate himself solid scoring chances, and I think once he finally gets his first in, they're going to come in bunches. But right now, he's just can't get that first one to get going.
Yeah, that's actually, I had to check the score sheet just to be sure, because he's had so many really good scoring opportunities. See that? Just hasn't found the back of the net just yet.
Look out.
Rabinowitz with speed, gets by everybody, steps in, makes the move, and finds the back of the net.
It's always a dangerous play on face-offs when pucks go back, not quickly back to the defense, but there's a little delay, and then the forwards get a skating start. If you fumble the puck at all, that's what happens.
So 41 seconds remaining here in the second period. Rabinowitz picks up his second late period goal. Harriton in the Kennett end. Gets around one, gets the shot. Mott's able to hold on to that.
We've had solid goaltender play for both goalies tonight. I don't think either of those goals is...
Puck kept in. Rabinowitz down low, makes the move, and somehow is denied. Second opportunity there. Mott lays out and covers up.
I think Kennett needs to redouble their efforts to shadow Rabinowitz here. He's been all over the ice the last minute of this period.
I know he really didn't say much of his name for a good portion of this period, because they really had done well as far as covering him and keeping him out of harm's way.
You have to know he's out there and sometimes sacrifice offense just to make sure that you're not giving up any goals the other way. Zangerly's coming out for the last 3.5 seconds.
So Harriton with an extra skater. Last 3 seconds of this. Shot there goes off, a body rolls there. Rabinowitz with it. There's a whistle just before the buzzer. Not sure what they were whistling or if they was just in anticipation.
Yeah, I don't know.
So after 2 periods of play, Kennett finds themselves down 2-0. 17 minutes remaining to see if they can get back into this one. We'll step aside for a second and be back with third period in just a moment.
So we looks like the crowd, we have 37 fans in attendance tonight. I was able to count them during the intermission.
So we actually have more people watching at home than sitting in the stands. Quite a few more, if our numbers are right. Thank you to everybody watching us. If you're interested in the next game, that would be this Friday at 8:30 at Iceline. That is the rescheduled game from the 23rd.
That's scheduled for Rink 1, Ed, which the grill and bar and grill overlooks the rink, so you can come have a nice dinner and a beverage and
Dinner and a show.
watch a game, or it's the best rink to watch a game in at Iceline.
Shinada takes the shot from the blue line. Blockered aside by second opportunity there. They battle for it.
There's Ganley again. Man. You can see in his body language he's a little bit frustrated. I think I've said this before though. It's hard to not be frustrated when you're scoring, but it's good that he's continuing to generate scoring chances. I guess I would be more frustrated if a player is not generating any offense and can't get his game going. Here, Luke, he's got the chances. He just hasn't found a way to get one in yet.
Heinzelman jumps on that, tried to pull the trigger, but got a couple black jerseys draped all over him. Rolls it back down low. Neiman behind the net. Bounces up. Kuchinada has it at the blue line, and he'll force it back down behind. Tamman leans on his man there. He's got Neiman helping out. It's Rabinowitz who comes away with the loose puck. He'll circle back. Skated up himself. Good work there from Heinzelman. Stays with him and checks him.
He chased him down he went around behind the net, which you shouldn't do because you give the player a couple extra steps, but he caught Rabinowitz from behind there. That's impressive.
Off a skate. Just that pass attempt. Harriton once again tries to get it up to Rabinowitz. Kelly's got him marked, keeps it out of the zone. Mazzarelli's got to wait till they're on sides and puts it in. Kuchnata first one there. Up the boards to Taman. Taman gained the red line, tries to put it in, goes off a Harriton player. They're able to force it back the other direction. Kelly bounces it off the boards, has a little too much on it, and that'll be icing.
So my mother-in-law, she has straight hair, and she gets perms still. I guess short for permanent. And she said, I need to go home and get a perm, get my hair done. And I said, well, didn't you already have it done? Like, why do you need it again? She's like, well, I need to do it every 3 months. And I said, well, shouldn't they call it a temporary then?
Yes, they should.
I don't think she thought that was very funny, but.
Puck drifts all the way in. Eddie Henry's there to it. He'll go all the way across for Colin Kelly. Kelly across center ice and in. As Vitale with him, takes the shot. Blocked there. Up to the blue line. Nate Kelly wanted to play it, but it would have been offsides. Duke sends it all the way up. Eddie Henry tries to glove that down, but misses that glove attempt. Up ahead. Shortledge with an opportunity. Shin was there. He didn't really see him. Vitale jumps on the loose puck, takes the shot. Zangerli knocked it down with his glove and then the jump on top of it.
Yeah, I think Kennett needs to find some more ways to either get rebounds or get pucks from side to side to get Zangerli moving. It seems like these last few games, watching him, it seems like if he sees it, he's going to stop it.
Shot there.
There was a good opportunity there off the pads.
Mott had some open net to look at, but rolled right to the middle. Another opportunity goes off a skate. Rabinowitz couldn't get that out. Mott still with it, steps in front. Opportunity there. Bounces to Ganley, but it went off a skate. He couldn't quite get a handle on it. Finally forced the other direction. Good active stick from Schillinger. Keep Rabinowitz and force him the other direction. Turn over to Mott. Mott in the middle. He waits, gets it up to Fisher. Opportunity there. And it's in. Good work from this line to cut the lead in half.
There's a great example of a 2-on-1 and great puck movement. Multiple touches from both players. Mott to Fisher, who could have just shot it, but gave it right back to Mott. Easy tap in. Beautiful. Beautiful teamwork there. So that's an example of getting the goalie moving side to side there. They must have heard me.
Everybody's listening to the broadcast. Put back down behind the net. Schillinger's there for it. He gets it up to Ganley, who touches it and heads up to Fisher. He's got Mott. Good play there to just kind of wait, try to feed it back to the middle. Finally comes back, still stays with it. Over to Kuchnata, back to the middle again. Ganley with an opportunity for a backhand. Zangerli had a save for that one. Back up to Schillinger from the blue line. Kick save. All the way over, Schillinger races to it and able to keep it in, but it goes up and out of play. Good second opportunity from that line.
Looks like DeWitt's out of his, served his sentence and is back on the bench.
Off the face-off, they battle for it there. Finally gets past everybody. Tuke races down. He's got Kelly with him. He puts him right into the boards. Good check there. Kelly goes off, was looking to get it up. Knocked out. Heinzelman. Neiman avoids two bodies and forces it the other direction. Finally goes all the way across. Eddie Henry back to get it. Banks it all the way up for the tally. He'll put it in just on the outside of the net. Rabinowitz is the first one there. Get it all the way across. Kelly tries to get it out of the zone, goes off a body. He does the same thing. He backhands over for Neiman. Neiman had to go back to get that. Bounces back and forth a few times.
Ooh.
Almost deflected by our own player. They battle for it at the line. Finally banked in. Freshman line back out there again. Kelly banks it ahead. He's looking for Ganley. I don't know. I thought Luke got a piece of that at the red line, but
I couldn't see from where I'm standing, but I'll defer to you there.
I didn't see it, but it sounded like it, so.
I think we have Luke's grandmother, Sue Ganley, watching from northern New Jersey tonight, so thank you for tuning in.
Battle for there at the blue line. Force back down low. From the outside of the net, they push it up. Shen takes the shot. That one goes wide. Mott races over to it. Redirects this direction. Put in offsides. Harriton touches up. Schillinger tried to get that up to Ganley, but Rabinowitz read that. Good play there.
Ooh.
From Mott.
I think he might be hurt behind the bench there, behind the net, Ed.
Rabinowitz tried to cut in front. Aiden Mott.
You see a replay of that?
Unfortunately, that one I can't do.
I don't know if he speared himself, like with the, he caught his stick on the back of the net and just, I don't know.
Trying to listen to what he was saying, but. So they'll face this off in the neutral zone. Harriton comes away with that draw. Up to the blue line. Toot goes in. Rolls off of his stick. Schillinger to it. To Cucinotta. Cucinotta up the boards to Mott. He'll leave it for Fisher. Fisher drops again for Mott. Mott swatted at. Takes an opportunity. Takes the shot.
That's high sticking, I think.
So Kennett goes on the man advantage. 9:24 here in the third period. Opportunity to get that equalizing goal. And I think they're going to get it.
See, Rabinowitz is walking gingerly up and down the bench here. It's talking to the athletic trainer. He's grabbing the back of his leg, so keep an eye on that.
Puck went out of the zone. Schillinger feeds it up to Mott. He'll step in. Drop it there for Fisher. Fisher rolls it back for Mott.
1-1.
Mott steps in, takes the shot. And he makes that save. Up to Cucinotta. Kennett set up. Mott hesitates, gets it over to Cucinotta. He takes the shot and finds the back of the net to tie this game at 2.
Well, you called that one, Ed.
Big goal there for Kennett. This game knotted at 2. Just under 9 minutes to go here in the third period. DeWitt back on the ice after his time served. Drops and sits there. Nobody can get to it. Body's laying in front. Colin Kelly has it. He puts it through the paint. Nobody was looking for it. Eddie Henry comes in to keep that in the zone. It's finally forced out and all the way down. Rolls on edge for icing.
Rabinowitz is back. Must have gotten the attention he needed on the bench. It's a good game up and down, Ed. The first period started kind of slow, but there's been some pretty good action the last 2 periods here.
Henry takes the shot there from the blue line. Kick save. Take another opportunity. That goes off a body and stays wide. Deflected up. Battle for it there. Finally forced out to the neutral zone. Put back in, but it hits a player, so offsides is whistled.
One thing Kennett needs to be careful of in a situation like this, they're have the momentum coming back here, and when you get an offensive chance and it turns the other way, you've got to get your forwards to come back hard and not just get caught in the below the puck in the offensive zone. Looks like they're having Cucinotta play a shift at center here.
Neiman picks up the loose puck. Lost it. Bounces over. Rabinowitz tried to do something with it, but goes off a few bodies and skates. Henry banks it off the glass. Zagerle will play that. Sent back behind. Good active skate there from Nate Kelly, keeping that in the zone.
Got to watch Rabinowitz in the middle here. He's cherry picking. Looking for that huge breakout pass.
Shot in there on Mott. He'll hang on.
Looks like they have Heinzelman back taking a shift with Schillinger on D since Cucinotta took a shift at center.
Takes that out of his skates. Ganley tried to help, but it rolls all the way over. Siegel tries to get to it. Struggled with it there as well. Heinzelman into the middle. Schillinger turns it around, just puts it in traffic. Tuke puts it back to his defenseman. Right to head, again goes off a skate. Mott turns around and he'll just roll that in behind the net. Active work from this line to keep it in. Fisher to it, feeds it to the middle. Tried to get it to Ganley, but he was checked from behind. Harriton finally moves it up, and they'll skate out. Schillinger plays his man well and gets it ahead. Mott harassed from behind. Couldn't quite get to that. Shen gets tied up with Fisher. They both go down. No call for either of there.
I think that was a good non-call there, Ed.
Up along the boards, cuts it off in the middle. Mott with it. Hesitates, backhand shot. That was a hard backhand. Still with it, turns around, steps to the middle, gets the shot, goes through the blue paint. Cucinotta ridden hard off of that play, but he stays with it. Up to the point, Heinzelman. Puts it around. Colin Kelly there. He tries to center it. Deflected. It sits in there. Sits underneath. They still work at it. It's loose. And then finally behind the net. Up to the blue line. Kelly takes the shot, hits bodies in front. Good read there from Nate Kelly to knock that down. They were looking for the home run opportunity. Heinzelman up to DeWitt. He's got to kick it out of his skates. Colin, he'll put it in. Rolled far the way around, gets by Rabinowitz. Henry with it there. Net's off.
Did Kuchinada get caught up in there? Or what?
I'm not sure. I know it was unfortunate because Rabinowitz was barreling down on Eddie Henry right underneath of me. And then he made a nice play to kind of push him off of it and stay with the puck and was just kind of waiting for somebody to get in on sides, and there's a whistle.
Looks like Harriton's strategy really is to hang a guy between the D and the neutral zone. So Kennett's got to watch that. Kennett's been carrying the play here.
Backhanded in on net.
But if you're too focused on the defenseman, all the action that's going on in the zone, you can very easily lose your player in the neutral zone.
Puck kept in. Batted around. Finally forced out. Tuke with it.
Good stick by Nate Kelly.
Ooh. No. I don't know if I agree with that one. The player fell and Colin actually tried to avoid that and still is going to take the roughing penalty.
It's going to be a 2 and a 10?
No, I think he's calling a rough. Oh, just over 3.5 minutes here in this tied game. Kennett's got to kill one off.
That's an unfortunate.
Referee says he knows he didn't mean to do it, but Tuke worked on there. Schillinger gets it. He'll roll it all the way up and around. Knocked down to the line and kept in. Siegel behind the net. Up to the point. All the way across, tries to get that shot, but didn't get all of that. Rolls it to the middle. Schillinger gets a stick on it, and he'll send it all the way down. Rabinowitz ridden off the play, finally writes back to him. Mott with it, he'll turn around, send it back in on net. He tries to reset, they'll send it off the boards. Halfway through, Colin Kelly Minor. Mazzarelli from the blue line. Active stick there from Fisher. Kuchinada will backhand it, goes up to the line, kept in momentarily. Kuchinada jumps back on it, and he'll skate it out. All the way down. Cuts the middle, tried to, sat there. Ganley with it. Ganley backhands, that catches a stick and goes up and over the net. Puck rolls away, Schillinger gets to it, and he'll send it back the other direction. Final 20 seconds. The Colin Kelly Minor. Banked ahead, got it to Rabinowitz. He's got a step. Tries to come in front, takes the trip. And he's going to get the penalty shot from the looks of that.
Yeah, Kennett let Rabinowitz get behind him there as a defenseman and didn't have much choice but to pull him down.
This is huge in this one. Rabinowitz, definitely the best player on the Harriton team. Picks it up on this penalty shot. Comes in. Mott well out of his net. And he makes the save. Huge opportunity there to keep that puck out of the net. I didn't even hit the replay on that. I was too busy and mesmerized by it. Fantastic save with just the toe.
I think maybe instead of Keith Neiman giving Braden stretching lessons, he should just go talk to Aiden, because he covered that full 6 feet of the net with his right toe. Wow.
Amazing save. Definitely the save of the year so far. Under 2 minutes left in the game. Final 10 seconds. Kelly Miner. Mott races down to keep it in. Stays with it. Gets it to Fisher. Fisher steps in front, tries to go flip it up and over. Rolls it back down low. Penalty has expired. Bounces up. Mott plays that. Gloves it to himself. Finally knocked away. Chipped up ahead. Nate Kelly to it.
It's dangerous.
Bounce it all the way up for Kuchnada. Kuchnada will backhand up. Fisher picks it up. Puts on the brakes. Gets it over to Ganley. But he was well offsides. Just over a minute remaining here. So Kennett's going to take a timeout with just over a minute left. Give this freshman line a chance to catch their breath.
Well, this has turned into a very exciting game, Ed.
Yes, indeed.
Lots of great goals, great goalie play.
I just wish I'd have hit the capture on that replay from that penalty shot.
Well, those at home are watching. They can you can rewind right on the YouTube.
Oh yeah,
and they can watch it.
It's quiet here as there's the whistle from the ref.
Well, 37 people don't make a lot of noise. A couple of them are up in the warm room behind the glass, so they're sequestered up there. Kennett needs to think about, I'm sure Coach Richmond and Figueroa are thinking about this, but if it goes to overtime, I believe it's 3-on-3, right, Ed?
I believe so, yes.
So they need to start thinking about who their trios are going to be to roll out there.
Puck is down. Kuchnada from behind. He'll roll it around. He's there with it. They'll send it the other direction, and Kuchnada's there. Gets it ahead. Has Mott. Mott gets around Shen. Steps in front. Gets a shot and in!
You hit replay there, Ed?
I was ready for that one. Mott steps around and gets it behind Zangerly. So with 40 seconds remaining, Kennett takes.
He walked right around this defenseman. What a move here. Defenseman had him. He just walked him. Oh, man.
Kuchnada puts it in.
Oh.
Ganley there, takes the shot. Zangerly makes that save. Rabinowitz, he's got it. He had Tuke with a step behind. Takes the shot. Mott makes that save. Bounces out. Empty net. And in. So Kennett will seal this one.
Excuse me. Is that Fisher that put that in from our zone? Is that Fisher or
Nope.
Mott that put that in?
That was Mott who put that one in, so he had the last two.
It's the Mott show tonight here between
Yes,
Aiden
indeed.
and the penalty shot save and
Puck sits there.
Lucas.
Colin Kelly will direct in.
Is that 3 for Lucas or 2?
Tonight.
Definitely the last 2. Knocks it ahead, takes the shot as the buzzer sounds, ending this one. So Kennett comes away on a great game by a score of 4-2. As Swithin said, this was definitely the Mott show.
Great comeback by Kennett. That was down 2-0 in the third.
Comeback to win 4-2.
Excuse me. Wow. Great effort. I hope they can carry that forward here against Sun Valley. Is going to be a little more difficult test.
So again, we
Friday.
face Sun Valley at 8:30 at Ice Line on Friday night. We'd encourage any of the Kent faithful out there to come join us in person. As Swithin mentioned, it's in a great facility that has a restaurant and bar, so you can come and dinner and a show. So once again, for Mr. Mott, we've got one up here running the camera and 2 on the ice, putting on the show there as well. With Swithin, I'm Ed Henry. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on Friday.